This video is sponsored by Surfshark VPN. It has been over a year and a half that I've been doing this YouTube gig as a full-time job, and I am pretty proud of how far I've come. But I have also learned a lot in that year, namely that you don't really get to cover internet Nazis, radical hate preachers, Trump conventions, and debunk conspiracy theories without making a few people angry on the internet. A lot of people angry on the internet. Which is why I thought it would be a fun idea for a video to go and look at some of the favorite hate comments I've received on my videos and give them the attention I think they really deserve. And by that, I mean ridicule. But before we get into the fun of today's video, I want to talk about why I never browse the internet without a VPN. With all of the research I do and everything that comes with it, I know how important internet security is, which is why I'm happy to partner with Surfshark VPN. If you're engaged in any kind of online activism or even just browsing, you shouldn't be doing it without a VPN. It is incredibly scary to know that there are people out there who want your information and want to steal your identity. This is an entire video looking at the hate comments I've gotten in the past, but all of that is very light compared to the things people would want to do with me and my information. Thankfully, I have a VPN, so I don't have to worry about that. With Surfshark, you can stop identity theft and make sure you're safe when browsing the web. Surfshark VPN has servers in over 100 countries, and with the Clean Web feature, you can do all that browsing without worrying about pop-ups, malware, or anything else a fake movie hacker might send your way in a movie from the 1990s, except in real life. But Surfshark isn't just for keeping your browsing safe and secure. You can also change your virtual location, allowing you to access content libraries in other countries, like all those secret Netflix libraries you always hear about but can never access. You know the ones. Surfshark even works to protect you while using public Wi-Fi, has 24/7 customer support and IP rotation so that your IP address isn't in danger of being discovered by people who might not like you on the internet. And as we enter what will likely be a very contentious time for online activism and independent journalism, it is imperative now more than ever that you're keeping your identity safe when browsing online. So to protect your internet browsing, identity, IP address, and stop data breaches from having your information, check out the link in the description below or go to surfshark.com/deaddomain for 4 extra months of Surfshark at an unbeatable price. And with that out of the way, let's get on to the main event. I want to start off by saying that I'm probably just going to skip over a lot of the hate comments that are just like, you'll never be a woman, because not only do they come in droves, are incredibly unoriginal, they're just not accurate to me. I've never claimed to be a woman. I'm non-binary. That being said, some of my favorite comments are ones like this that say, "Shut up, I hate your voice. And are you a man or a woman? I'm leaning the former." The "we can't always tell" crowd always comes through. Mr. Meme Dude says,
"Hey, NPC, stop stealing our vaporwave aesthetic. Normies like you ruin everything. Why are you so obsessed with the Christians you hate?"
First off, no, you can't have vaporwave. It's mine. I own it now. Second off, I feel like this is almost inferring that Christians claimed vaporwave, which I don't believe has ever really been the case. Was there just like a Jesus wave movement I completely missed? This one's great. "This dude is a reprobate. Spiritually, he's a child of the devil. So he obviously has a satanic agenda." I get called a Satanist, devil worshiper, even I've been called a demon. Thank you, Steven Anderson. I've been called literal Satan by Steven Anderson, actually. That means a lot to me. And I want to absolutely take time to address the rumors that I am a devil worshipping. They're all true. All of them. Absolutely. If you heard it on the internet, if somebody said it in the comment section, I definitely did it.
The most complicated part of this video is trying to determine if the host is an XX or an XY.
I can never figure out why it matters so much to people. Like, is that going to change their opinion of the thing I'm actually saying? Like, if they were just reading the things I was saying or the evidence I was providing in whatever video this comment was left on, you'd think they want to actually engage with the core of the argument rather than try and deconstruct based on what gender identity I have. It matters way less to me than it does to them.
"Oh, a Reddit Tumblr femboy posted this. Makes sense."
I've been called a lot of things, but a Reddit Tumblr femboy is one of the funniest things. Like, just 3 things that absolutely don't describe me in any way, shape, or form. You might as well call me a cotton candy SoundCloud elephant, for all the sense that makes.
You bring shame to our race.
I don't think Fallout 4 Dogmeat would ever say that. Justin0613 with the scathing, "You look gay." I would like to see literally any evidence of this. Christian Castro saying, "You are a man, act like one." These are some of my favorite ones because I think some people literally think that, like, just telling me what they think is between my legs is gonna stop me from wanting to be a flaming Nar, honey. No. Now, I couldn't help but noting the username for this one, Michael Auk in your mouth. So artfully says, "Why would anyone listen to a wearing clown makeup?" First off, it's only if it's actually from the region of France. Otherwise, it's just sparkling sucker. Secondly, the username is giving pushy grinder dom top, which is probably why I ignored this comment. What loser content? Clearly the person who made this is a loser, degenerate leftist cuck, and everybody like you are gonna pay. I will gladly pay for classes to get you better insults. Loser, degenerate leftist cuck. What is it, 2014?
A man dressed as a nun hating on a Protestant film. Yep, you're all about acceptance.
What do you have against nun boys, bigot? This might be one of the most disgusting things I've ever been commented. The only game I like on Xbox 360 is Peggle 2. Disgusting. Disgusting.
Bruh, you realize there's 2 genders, right?
Nobody told me. This is like one of those things where somebody grows up saying Mario instead of Mario, and even though people might tell them they're wrong, they just continue doing it anyway. That's me with gender. It doesn't really matter what you tell me in my comment section. I'm still gonna identify as Mario. This dude looks like Boy George and my cousin. This is another one where you can like tell a lot about somebody by the references they use. Anybody who says Boy George is over the age of 40 and hasn't engaged in pop culture since they were a high schooler. The second thing I love about this one, though, is that it's ambiguous if they mean I look like Boy George and also their cousin looks like Boy George, or I look like a combination of Boy George and their cousin. But in both cases, it's very funny that I think they expect everybody to know what their cousin looks like. I've been told I look like Emily Blunt. Emily Blunt could be their cousin. Who knows? How am I supposed to take offense to this? This one's very funny because it's so rare that we get a chance to see Christian leet speak. God hates homosexuality. Why not repent and turn from this evil? This YouTuber has been handed over to his reprobate lifestyle by God. The lake of eternal fire waits for you. So let me get this straight. God handed me over to a reprobate lifestyle, yet I'm supposed to repent for the thing God did, otherwise God is going to put me in a lake of eternal fire. Seems like kind of an abusive relationship when you put it like that, doesn't it? I love how they quote Romans 1, but it's just Romans 1. No actual like verse, just like I guess the whole thing. This one I was actually just kind of proud of. I don't even need to really read it. I feel like it really just, I just want to bask in it for a little bit. James Bartlett, thank you for commenting. I do not wish to be exposed to your sick ideology. Get off my timeline. You clicked on the video. As a sagely piece of advice from a social media account once said, you choose the buttons you press. I don't know what people are expecting when they see a video with my face on it and then they click on it and they're like, oh, this person's gay. Do you also not follow road signs?
The Trans Manifesto champions the demise of constructive criticism and respect for differing opinions. In its zeal, it also carries the distinction of denying science, along with the history of creation. Not to mention verifiable evidence of the inherently dangerous consequences of T surgeries. Now, in keeping with T dictates, ... this statement ought to be censored. Another troubling aspect of the tolerant T community.
Bro is writing his own novel, and I don't know the plot, but I would read the rest of it. By the way, side point, if you've ever written me a hate comment and you're like, hey, why didn't mine get read in this video? It's probably because half of the people who leave hate comments seem like they were preschooled by AI. Like, write gooder if you want me to pay attention to you. Maybe one of the pettiest I've ever gotten. I was watching, then you said low key. I stopped. I will not watch this or anyone else who gives life to low key time of day. What's wrong with a low key time of day? Mayhaps you have heard it's 5 o'clock somewhere? Mad Hunter 6420 says, ooh, look at yourself. You deserve some kind of mental asylum ticket. Who is more needing of a mental asylum ticket? A YouTuber or somebody who thinks mental asylums apparently run like carnivals? The moment I saw Dead Domain's YouTube channel banner showing the lamb with a pentagram etched onto its head, I knew he was bad news. Lamb Chop is just a little guy. Do you hate just little guys? BNK2442 says, your channel is shit. Did you know that? Yeah, that sounds like something a jealous cat would say. Kind of hard to make YouTube videos without thumbs, isn't it, Fuzzball? Go drink a glass of milk, Stinky. So I'm supposed to believe an effeminate man with a Halloween pumpkin and Yoda in the background. Go back to watching fiction and grow up. Well, first off, that's double trouble, not Yoda. Second off, you want me to go back to watching fiction, but also grow up? Pick a struggle. Most people watch fiction. That's called a movie. They're very popular. I recommend you check them out. Why should we believe someone who lost Jaime Lannister? Don't fucking look at me. I didn't put him anywhere. Although I would misplace him in an instant if he got me closer to Cersei. You know what I'm saying? You know, up high, come on. This is a great exchange that I love where somebody said, my voice is so annoying. And I just said, oh, sorry, Pookie. Have you considered not watching? To which Jack Wilson replied, yes, I have, Pookie. Ooh, BTW Troon. So I'm not watching. Duh. I quit after that. The thing I love is that after saying he quit and he wasn't watching, he came back to say, lefty not be passive aggressive challenge impossible. To which I had stopped responding at this point because I didn't actually care that much. But after calling me passive aggressive and I didn't respond, he came back with, have you considered not being passive aggressive and annoying? No? Thought so. This is one of those times where I really have to question if he was commenting on himself. Like if he thought he was responding and then he was responding to his responses because he thought they were mine. That's almost the only logical conclusion I can draw from this screed. The Troon fears the real woman like demons fear the angel Michael. You think I fear angels? Again, I understand it like means something serious and scary to some people, but calling me a demon is not the way to crush my ego at all. Like every time somebody compares me to a demon, I'm just like, okay, thank you. Satan exists. Heal is real. Good luck. Good luck fixing your broken ass spacebar, I guess. You seem very confused about your gender, yet willing to criticize others like a troll and preaching/educating other low information people. Says Freethinker 4875. Maybe you should freely think about how I'm actually not confused about my gender identity at all. I'm actually very comfortable with it. Criticizing others like a troll and preaching/educating other low information people. Yeah, I'm trying to educate you. You're talking about you. Freethinker? 4 minutes. I can't last longer listening. It's silly when podcasters is reading notes, but pretending it's not. No soul in anything said. Flat. Okay, well, first off, lasting only 4 minutes, that's sad. Second off, when podcaster is reading notes, but pretending it's not, are you talking about a script? You're talking about a script. I'm not a podcaster. I actually really like this one from Miguel Martinez. What is a woman? Are you a woman? How are you a woman? Just the way it's worded seems like an alien really, really wanting to know what a human woman actually is, because I don't think he knows. But let me give you a hint. You're probably not going to find out going around asking people, are you a woman? And how are you a woman? What are even you? A heavily medicated monster, probably. And I have something that's a monster. I tell you, I'm gonna need some heavy medication to deal with all these just grammatical errors. This one's very funny because, like, you can clearly see me on camera as, like, a heavily medicated monster, like I'm Jekyll and Hyde. Like, I just have the Bane venom somewhere hiding that I have to upkeep, otherwise I'll turn into a giant rage beast. No, dummy. I just have to eat fresh blood, otherwise I turn into a werewolf. I better not say that. There's probably a bunch of people in my audience who'd be into that. Never seen one of your videos before you jump scared me. Dislike. Boo. Get scared. Imagine clicking on a video and getting jump scared by it. It's like walking into a Spirit Halloween, and when one of the animatronic pop-up things makes you jump, you go, I didn't like that. Was not expecting it. Dislike. Are you not ashamed to look in the mirror? Don't you wish you could just live life as a masculine man with a loving girlfriend? Oh, my sweet little egg. There's this contingent of people out there who just seem to think that they can just bestow the wisdom of simple gender upon me as if I didn't already live that, and as if the way I'm living now isn't a result of my own lived experiences and my understanding of myself. That's how gender works. Don't I wish I could just live life as a masculine man with a loving girlfriend? I can have loving girlfriends and still look like a The two aren't mutually exclusive, honey. Another one of the most deplorable, devastating comments I've ever received. Your Alex Jones impression is perfect. Pisses me off every time.
Reddit mod loser calling people incels. What a surprise.
Although, with absolutely no punctuation, I kind of like to read this as more like a speak and spell. Like, Reddit mod loser calling people incels. What a surprise. Again, you can call me a lot of things. You can call me a sucking freak piece of shit. Do not call me a fucking Reddit mod. How dare you? Someone commenting, sweetheart, don't you ever go to jail because they're really gonna like you. Conservatives never beating the fantasizing about sexual situations with trans people allegations, I'm afraid. What is it in the brain of somebody that they comment this, that they see me, first thing they comment on a video? It has nothing to do with the actual video. It's just, yeah, you'd probably get fucked if you went to prison. But secondly, for me, that's not different than my regular life. Ooh, you'd really get laid in prison. I get laid anywhere I go. Free Ride Beard says, why are you gay? It's just like the names of the names of the people specifically, like a beard asking, why am I gay? It's just, I can't make it up. I can't. This might be one of the most alarming threats I've ever received. Nobody likes Nick Fuentes. We will feed him to you if it means you will join the MAGA train. That is two things I don't want. What kind of an offer is that? We will feed you cyanide if you burn down your house. How about neither of those things? Neither of those sounds good to me. This is an excellent video, but you look too gay and woke for me to send it to my friends. Good. You got bitch-ass friends then. You people are sad, insecure, bitter individuals. Also, you watch too much pornography. That's why you are weird. Honey, I was born weird. The pornography is entirely incidental. Very funny also to have somebody speculate on pornography and call me sad, insecure, and bitter. And you're just a picture of mental happiness and clarity, are you? Speculating on other people's jerk-off time. You are a disgusting creature. You know, it's so weird. I heard this exact sentiment towards me just a couple days ago in real life, but instead of a YouTube comment, it was because I was playing Kalia of the Vast as my commander. OMG, dude, you need to be in a mental hospital. People's bar for entrance into mental hospitals is so incredibly low in the comment section. Why? Just because I'm hot and right about everything all the time, you think I'm a narcissist? And unfortunately, or perhaps graciously, that brings us to the very end of our just brief little trudge through some of my comments. Now, you may note these are not some of the most vicious or vitriolic or even violent comments I've received. My entire video I did on Tim Ballard and the Sound of Freedom actually had to be shut down by YouTube moderation without even notifying me because of some of the horrible things that were being said about me there. But I just wanted to take some time and thank everybody for following me on this journey so far as I look forward to the years ahead and continue chipping away at some very big projects I'm currently working on. And I would like to remind everybody to go to surfshark.com/deaddomain to get 4 free months when you sign up for 24 months of coverage. And one more time, that is surfshark.com/deaddomain. If you have enjoyed my content, I hope that you'll stick around and continue joining me on this journey. And maybe consider giving a couple dollars to Patreon, and you can join all these cool cats and kittens on the screen right now and help me pay some rent and also continue making content like this. As always, I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you all next time.